You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Learn more at wearelibertarians.com.
Welcome to episode number 124 of East Central Indiana's favorite podcast, the Boss Hog of Liberty. Jeremiah Morrell, Dakota Davis, and Mason Rottinghaus here, live at the Henry County, Mooreland, Indiana Free Fair.
This is the World's Fair of Henry County, folks. Today we are going to be talking to anybody that passes by that we think has a good story to tell, or that Mason believes looks like they have a good story to tell. We're also going to be doing our promised food tricks, which are Habanero Pickles. They are apparently from a place called Grateful Gourmet, whatever that means.
They're from
Dunry?
No. They're a really good football team. Man, it's slipping my tongue, man. It starts with an S.
Grateful Gourmet is a good football team?
A good football team.
Yeah, they used to kick Knightstown's ass all the time.
Oh, try.
No. And he slam dunked it. Mason's graduating from the podcast this week after such good things. Sheridan, Indiana, in Hamilton County.
Oh, okay.
That's where those come from.
Blackhawks.
Well,
from Sheridan.
hopefully we get a few good people to come on the show, but we are live from the Moreland Free Fair. There is some kind of an air compressor that's going on behind us. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear that in the audio.
We are directly in front of the ERA booth. We're at the Libertarian booth. Actually, it's just reserved as Dakota Davis, so Dakota can do whatever the hell he wants to with this booth all week. And I guess tonight we're doing the
Boys,
podcast.
We're tearing it down.
And then we're just going to burn it. We're going to watch the world burn. But the ERA folks are giving away beach balls behind us. To our left is the Henry County REMC. If you're not familiar with that, it's the local co-op electric company. Does this trigger you, Dakota? Are you okay with this?
I work for a four-lettered electric company. Might be REMC, might be IMPA, might be Duke. We don't know.
Some four-letter.
It's got 4 letters, though.
It doesn't bother you, though. You're okay.
That's my hint. REMC doesn't bother me.
Across the way from us, there's a face painter. If I had $6, I would probably get our boy Mason to have a little Wonder Woman face paint on his face.
I'd want the Batman.
You'd want the Batman? Well, it'd be my $6, though, so we'd go Wonder Woman.
I have no money.
I don't either. Purdue University has screwed me over once again.
Hey,
your free money from the school's not coming true.
It is not, free. It has not came to my bank account. It's a struggle. I thought it was going to. It has not. I anticipated it, so I spent all the money I had beforehand. Now I'm kind of broke.
Is this going to affect your Patreon contribution, my friend?
I will find a way to put my $1.50 in by September 1st.
That's the most important thing.
I'm glad that you're going to be able to pull your weight, Mason. Just make sure that it doesn't happen to cut into our money.
Absolutely.
All right.
We need to thank a new member. We got picked up another Patreon member this week.
That's right.
Dakota.
The most famous member that we have ever received on the patreon.com/Boss Hog of Liberty. It's Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
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 Don't know which one it is.
Whatever. Nobody knows.
There's an E on the end. It makes the actual noise of the letter.
Is it Rowe?
Rowe.
Mike, reach out to me. Give me the phonetic spelling of your name, and I will pronounce it correctly on next week's show.
We've got to thank, as always, the big donors, the folks that help pay the bills every month. Over $50 and over. Is that the
That's right.
Is that the deal?
$50 and over.
Chris Bilbrey, journalist Chris Bilbrey, Christy Avery, Craig DaCosta, and Jonathan Phillips. John Phillips, our friend down at the Andy Moore Buick GMC.
That is right.
You guys help us out every week, every month, getting this thing on the air, making it happen, and making the remote show happen today.
You know, it's so strange because we're doing this show. There's no speaker. There's no headphones. All these people are walking by and they can't hear a word we're saying, but they just look at us and we're just holding microphones up to our mouth and they don't hear anything. And we look like freaks.
And Dakota forgot the sign. I don't know why we didn't bring the banner.
I had the banner.
Well, where's the banner? We should make.
It's in my truck.
Make producer Mason
Bring
put
me
it
a
up.
marker and Zach's show notes, and I'll slap it on the front of the table.
What do you mean? you didn't forget the banner, but it's in the truck. Are you
brought
going
the
to use
banner.
it somewhere else?
I brought the banner, but I was like, I don't know if I want to hang it up.
You don't know if you want to explain to the world what's going
Now
on.
we look like just a bunch of libertarians talking on them.
Yeah.
On
might,
You're getting lumped in.
It might make it more attractive if it's
I've eaten
mysterious.
almost all the candy on the table.
I did ask Mason if we needed to go get the banner, and he
I did
said
say
he didn't
yes.
want to.
I don't ever remember hearing
So
that.
this candy that's on the table here, Mason, was for the kids. And so far I count 6 pieces.
That's before I
6
threw
pieces
mine
that
away.
you chewed up.
Those are the ones that he didn't throw away.
That's before I threw mine away.
We've been given a sign
Yeah, that's right.
that says that we are WKRP Moreland, which is before any of our times, but definitely before Mason's. If somebody says WKRP Mason, do you have any idea what they're talking
It's
about?
a radio station.
It's a fake radio station.
Well, then no.
WKRP in Cincinnati was a show in the 70s. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're
I
getting us
remember.
there.
I remember.
There was if you want to
TV
Google
show.
it, As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly is a joke. We're taking a picture of Mason. Dakota really, really likes Mason. He thinks he's the most photogenic. What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of all the candy that Mason.
all the
Not
candy
even
wrappers?
Half of it. You should have seen all the trash I pulled out of my pocket earlier.
Mason is a child. I think you're eating every piece of candy in front of you.
It's delicious.
This is radio. It's audible
Radio.
responses
I
are
could
generally
have a visual
better.
podcast and smoke something on it, but we don't go that far.
Oh man! All right, so we've had a heck of a week here. Today, producer Chris and myself visit. What are you doing over there now? What are you content gathering?
I am literally doing nothing.
You just set it down.
I'm literally just sitting
You're
in my
just sitting
seat.
here. All right. So I got a phone call this afternoon from our friend Rex Bell. I talked about him in the Patreon earlier, and Rex is like, "Hey, Nick Sarwark, the chairman of the National Party, is going to be in Hagerstown. He's moving from Arizona to New Mexico. He signed up for the Free State Project, and he's actually doing it. He's going to be in Hagerstown in an
New
hour."
Hampshire?
Yes. What did I say? New Mexico?
New Mexico.
Yeah, Hagerstown's halfway.
Wrong new.
Newcastle, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York. He's a Free Stater, and he's going from Phoenix to I think Manchester. I don't want to dox him, but I think he's going to Manchester.
Where's Manchester? Like
New Hampshire.
Oh,
It's like an hour from Boston.
I was thinking Manchester, like England. London,
Were you not paying
UK.
attention at all? Were you?
Well, I heard he was going to Newcastle, well, Hagerstown, moving from somewhere to New Mexico.
So he's going to be a Free
To
Stater.
New Hampshire, not New
I
Mexico.
have that
You missed
shirt.
it.
There's like 4,000 people that already have done it, and basically they're saying, and there's supposed to be 20,000 total that have signed saying they're going to move. Basically, they decided they're going to create a free state, a bunch of liberty lovers, and they're all moving to the same place. And they picked New Hampshire like 20 years ago. So Nick signed in 2002 saying, "I will move," and now he's done it. He's actually moving the family. He's
17 years later.
17 years later, and his wife told me, Valerie told me today when we were having lunch, she said, "Yeah, on our third date, we went to a Free State event," and she's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll sign, whatever. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm not going to marry this guy. It's just an empty promise." And here she is,
Yeah.
moving her family with 4 kids across the country
Huh.
to New Hampshire. So they stopped
Well,
in.
you can't say Nick doesn't keep his promises.
He kept his word. It might take a couple of decades to get it done, but he
What's
did it.
in New Hampshire?
Look,
beautiful forest.
They have no sales tax and no income tax.
And 4,000 libertarians.
On the way to 20,000. So, and it's only like 1.3 million people live there. It's not a massive state. So if you get 20,000, liberty-minded folks all at one time.
What they're saying is they're going to take all these libertarians and just overrun it. It's ours now.
They're going to create a libertarian utopia within the United States that will eventually secede from the Union and become its own
That
country.
reminds me of that movie with Wahlberg. Is it Wahlberg where they shrink and
You're
going to
have to put the microphone to your mouth, buddy.
Sorry.
You're going to
like-
complete your internship tonight, and you're really making me question whether or not you're going to complete, Mason.
Is there something I'm supposed to do to complete?
I don't know. There's going to be a test.
There's a test.
We'll dream it up as we get going.
It's me and that jar of habanero pickles.
I am so optimistic that at some point the folks at ERA will run out of beach balls to inflate. We are 10 minutes in, and I've heard nothing but compressor.
I don't understand.
Oh, it just lagged for a second. I thought that your wish would come true like as soon as
I thought I spoke it into existence.
It's 2 lungfuls of breath. You could just push it into the ball.
All right, question 1, Mason.
All right.
How do you turn on the soundboard?
The red switch.
Wrong.
The black switch.
Closer.
The brown switch. The white switch. Gray?
It is black with a green stripe.
I didn't know the green stripe. I said black.
Has Mason ever run the board? I know.
I've never touched it.
Yeah, I don't think we ever actually had him do that in his internship.
That sounds like a failure on our part, let's keep that quiet.
That's a bad teaching moment.
There's one against you.
1-0. Well, how's your attendance been since you got named intern? How many did you show up? Half of the time? All of the time, or less than half of the time?
I think I showed up 3/5 of the time.
That's like a compromise.
60%.
All right. So that's reasonable. 60%. Does that fly at Purdue, at Boiler Up U? Does 60%?
They don't keep attendance.
They don't care. They just care if you did enough. All right. So, back to this before we got onto did Mason complete his internship? Producer Chris, he's not here tonight. He's got other commitments this evening, but he also was able to make it out to Hagerstown. Got to meet the chairman, and it was kind of cool. It shows you a little something about the liberty movement in our part of the world. It also shows how close we are as the crossroads of America to everything. If you're moving from one part of the country to the other, I-70 just comes right on through. It's the old Jim Gaffigan joke. Oh, you grew up in Indiana. I drove through there once. Oh, yeah, I remember. I waved at you on the highway.
But he still made quite the detour to get to Hagerstown. Was it just to see Rex Bell? Was he like, I want to meet the legendary
I think that Rex has stopped in Arizona before on travels through, so I think he's repaying the favor.
Wait, I thought he was moving to New Mexico.
You're fired.
Was that a joke?
New Hampshire.
Oh,
it was a stutter.
I was wondering why he came all the way out east and all the way back west, and now it makes sense. And he's not moving to New Mexico.
Crap.
It's painful. Do you find yourself talking louder today than normal? Because I'm pushing.
Yeah.
I'm pushing, and I'm like, an hour of this, I'm going to be exhausted.
Well, I think that we have to talk louder just so that we can hear each other.
Yeah,
it's so loud in here.
It is a loud room, and that's real. I'm projecting for your benefit more than the audience's benefit.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, I won't pass out. This is going to be.
You're going to hyperventilate.
We're going to get our first guest.
A podcast is.
Hey, Mason.
It is high risk.
I already took one.
You already did one?
Yep.
He did. He took it's right under you here. You can go over it with him.
That one mine?
All right,
Mason did take the world's smallest political quiz before we started.
Which one is it? There's 2 circles on here. Do you not know how to work a graph?
There was a question on the drug policy, and Mason wound up changing his vote.
How? What do you mean? There's 2 circles.
So if you
have
are
a circle there and a circle there, and there's only supposed to be one.
That was original, and then I changed it, and I went down to the center.
All right.
He replotted it wrong at that point. So Once
Okay.
again, you guys can go to, if you're following along at home, if you go to theadvocates.org, it's the world's smallest political quiz. Right. It's a libertarian outreach thing. It's at a lot of libertarian booths. So Mason took the quiz before before we sat down.
You got dead center centrist.
He was the top position up there, and as far as I knew, he only changed. Yeah, I think you're welcome to anything here. Our sign is falling down. Yeah, Chris Guffey. He was here last night. He's run off now. What's that? Ooh. Oh, could you say that into the microphone for me?
He doesn't love his constituents enough to be here every night.
Who are you talking about?
Chris Guffey.
Yeah, no, Chris Guffey doesn't love Mooreland enough to come here every night. He's getting heckled by people coming by. This is truly, the night keeps getting better.
I can tell you one thing. I was here with Chris Guffey on Monday night.
I was here with Chris Monday night. You were here with Chris Tuesday, and Guffey was here with me Thursday night.
It is amazing the amount of people that he knows.
Yeah.
He knows everyone.
He's marginally popular.
I didn't know.
You
I
really
thought that he was a hermit. I thought that he stayed in his home.
Even old ladies know him. That's what we're hearing.
That was mean, Jeremiah.
I repeated what the young lady said. I don't know.
They don't know that.
Dakota's a horrible, horrible person.
So you changed your answer from repeal laws prohibiting adult possession and use of drugs from a maybe.
He said a disagree, and he changed it to a maybe. And then somehow, when he answered more libertarian, he rescored it, and now he's a centrist. I don't know how that happened, Mason.
Because it went down 10 points.
It went
the
other way.
10 points.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I went even more to libertarian.
Yeah.
You really don't know how graphs work.
Yeah, maybe they teach that.
Honestly, I still don't remember how to graph, and I'm glad I don't do it. Because I always get it mixed up. Like, does the first number go to the right, or does the first number go up and down?
All right, so Mason scored a 60 on the personal. So I'm going to graph this on another card here just to see where he's at. He scored a 60 on the personal, and he scored a 70 on the economic. We intersect those two lines, and he is right on the centrist libertarian line. Do you agree, Dr. Dakota, as you look at this?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, so Mason's a 60-70, and he's a centrist libertarian. I don't know if you're a party member to be, and I don't know if you really dug into...
This is me announcing my candidacy for City Council
Ward
3.
So you voted no. You said no to a national ID card. You want to have a national. Everybody has to have a passport instead of a driver's license. Is that what you're?
I said yes. I agree. Well, I disagree. Everyone should have to have a national ID.
Yeah. So
Everyone
you want a federal ID.
I would like a federal ID.
Why?
We can keep our hands on the people who aren't here legally. Let me see your federal ID. Don't got it. Not in the system. Boot them.
Well, so you need to go to the BMV
That's
to get a driver's license, and you need a federal ID. You got to go through another level.
I think.
Where's your drink, Mason? By the way, as
my
we're
drink
going.
is on the ground.
All right, so this one
go
is
ahead
mine.
and
All right,
drink that one. I just believe we should have a federal ID.
What department's going to be in charge of the federal ID?
Does
Don't
your social
question me
security
like
card not count?
What?
What about your social security card? You're given one of those when you're born, unless your parents tell them otherwise.
What about it?
Does that identification number
That's a federal
not count?
ID.
So you're okay with that? You don't want to add anything else? Do you really just not know what your position is? You just think, yeah, I
Mason almost fell out of his chair. He's getting bullied so hard by Dakota that he almost fell out of his chair.
My college ID goes as a government ID, right?
No.
No.
It didn't have an expiration date. Yours doesn't have an expiration date, so you can't use it to vote.
Purdue's do now.
Yeah, but the one you have, does it?
Why don't you back off me?
I'll tell you what, I'm up to speed on Purdue student IDs.
You're very
stuff.
flustered right now, Mason.
I'm just saying. I think
I've never seen him. I've never seen the side of him.
I think everyone should have an ID or some sort of something saying, "Hey, you're here."
Do you have? Can you show us your papers, your ID? Mason wants everybody to have an ID.
Everyone
on them.
has a federal ID.
We're talking to folks passing by.
What has just happened, ladies and gentlemen?
Not
she
yet.
Doesn't have one.
All right.
So Mason not only discriminates against against folks who may be going through the immigration process.
All right.
But also against young people.
I'm just picking on this guy, and you helped. So
Dakota's quietly speaking into his mic over there, and I wish I had my headphones on so I could hear him run his trap.
I said that, and I'm going to have to repeat this. Sorry, everyone listening in their car right now. You're going to hear it twice. I said that Mason not only discriminates against people who might be working their way through the immigration process, but also discriminates against young people.
That was a young girl that doesn't have an ID. She's only 14, 13 years old.
She needs an ID. She needs it.
Show us your papers.
Not just her
show us your papers.
Just
Hashtag show us your papers. When I run for City Council Ward 3, that's my slogan. Show me your papers.
City Ward Council 3. Hey, Maddie, how are you?
Show me your papers.
Congratulations. Oh, are there? That's the baby thing again?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of those as people I know pass by.
Listen,
Congrats on the sex. Yeah.
This is
welcome.
2 weeks after it's been announced. I'm still taking credit for him coming out and saying it, because if I didn't say it on the podcast live on air, he probably wouldn't feel as pushed to announce it the next day.
No, what made it so funny was because we knew we were going to announce the next day.
They already had it all drawn up. They had their special plan.
Well, I saw the smirk on his face when I said, "You're going to be a dad." And I was like, this could be real, but I'm not going to burst the bubble of announcing this.
But you did.
All right. So Mason, we've taken the smallest political quiz with Mason, and we think he might be a libertarian who wants you to have a photo ID at birth.
Sounds like a Republican.
All right. So we are attending. We'll rehash this again. We'll recap it. The world's
Largest
favorite
free fair.
The free fair, and in the libertarian world, there's this concept called TANSTAAFL. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch.
Correct.
And I'm thinking to myself, boy, this is perfect because it ties in two different ways.
The man just took the free candy on the table.
This fair has no admission. There is no gate charge, but there's not a whole lot of stuff that's actually free out here. If you want to go have some food, they charge for it. If you want to go down on the midway and ride the Ferris wheel or the teacups, they charge for it.
The only thing that's free is walking around.
You can get in for free. There is
free
no
exercise,
admission,
baby.
And this thing exists because we paid to have a booth to have space here. So we paid for
$110.
And all of the other vendors here paid money to have booth space.
What does all that money go towards? The Moreland Fire Department?
I suspect that it goes towards the continuation of having this fair. I don't know. I know there are groups here that raise money for charities. Westminster's here with a charity for their food pantry. There are folks selling for volunteer fire department boosters and for the Hagerstown FFA. There's a lot of different groups that are here raising money. But there's this concept that there's no such thing as something being truly free because you're paying for it. You get groups that are marketing to you here. REMC is marketing. Next to us, there's a financial services guy. Across the way, there's a group that's selling etched signs, silly signs, your family sign, whatever you want.
Mark Herb Kurzman, the local author, he's here selling his books.
Our friend John Kindred's down the way with FC Tucker tonight, selling houses and marketing that group. Mason's getting offered a water, or did your water roll away?
I think I may have kicked it earlier.
You've got to stay in the box, Mason. You're encroaching on his property. He paid money for that, and you're just...
You put me on the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
You're trouble.
As
Wow.
Taylor Swift said.
Man. I just saw a dark side of Mason. Glad
he snapped
this is
at
his
me a
last
little
week.
bit. I can't wait to get Chase back. Chase made an announcement himself this week that he's quitting the two other jobs and he's gonna be just like Dakota and he's going to join the electric union.
Except slightly less than because he's non-union.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
that's right. He won't be.
Are you going to pick him because he's a
he
scab?
Won't be. He's just a little rat. You know, just a little bit ratty.
So he gets to keep his whole paycheck.
Yeah. We're a right to work state. I could keep mine too if I wanted, and then force the union to represent me. However, I know that this is the job that he could get, and I think that he's making a smart move. He has taken my advice in learning a trade, unlike Chris Guffey has. Chris Guffey has not taken that advice.
Chris is going to be a politician.
I offered Chase Payton all of my old apprenticeship training books. He'll probably just have to hide them from the folks at his electrical place
because they're probably different.
They say National Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee, which is affiliated with the IBEW. So,
well, I know that I've got a little bit of electrical work to do in my garage, and now it's a competition between Dakota and Chase, and who's going to be better at work, who's going to be better at not burning my house down. Because Dakota tried to troll me today with his wiring diagram that he sent over.
Yeah, that was funny. You said you were looking for an outlet to be hooked in, and I said just hook the black wire to the white and then the other black to the green.
Which would do what, Dakota?
Yeah, just short it out. It just cause some sparks, and hopefully your breaker works.
Hopefully the breaker works, otherwise we're burning the house down.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
You texted back and you said, why not black to black and white to white?
Which is if you're driving at home, that is the appropriate way to do this.
That's the right way to do it.
Instead, Dakota's trying to just ruin everything. I'm looking at it going, I thought he liked me. What's he doing?
It's too bad that you ruined it and Chase didn't go to his first day on the job.
I know what I'm doing.
And he's like, yeah, I can hook this up. No problem. Next thing you know, he's welded the contacts on an outlet together.
Now, I'm always into things for content, right? You know this.
Uh-huh.
And I dream up content. The reason we have these habanero pickles in front of us today is because my wife now knows that I like content stories. We went to the state fair on Sunday, and we were walking through, and we were looking at different mustards and stuff, and she's like, oh, yeah, you need those pickles so you can eat them on the show. So I've had another content idea right now, live on the program, and I'm going to be the beneficiary, but it's going to be good. Don't you leave me, because you're going to be needed.
No, I want you to hold my microphone to the lid so that the folks can hear it crack the seal.
You're going to seal it? Okay, all right, here we go. We're going to open the pickles. Pop. It went. It worked. Well done. All right. We can't eat them yet. They have ghost pepper in them, so we got to hold tight a minute, or else it all may come crashing down.
They smell spicy,
They smell
but they
good.
also smell delicious.
They smell very
We're going to
good.
get there. So I'm thinking now that you have this experience as an electrician, and Chase is going to have this new journey. I feel like my garage is the training space, and we're going to push the boat out, and we're going to add. I've been talking about wanting to get an RV outlet put in for my camper, and now I need to get another outlet put in that I bought all the stuff for. I think you and Chase, in front of the cameras, practice in my garage.
Okay,
and see how Chase. Let Chase try it on his own.
This sounds
and
an
see how
awful
far
lot
he gets.
like let's trick Dakota and Chase into doing
But it's
work
for the
me.
content and it's for the people.
I saw this thing. You know, ESPN The Ocho is back for like a month or something.
All right.
Well, they literally had electrician like showdown on it.
Ideal, the tool brand puts on an electrical competition every year, similar to like the linemen have a lineman's rodeo where they do their job as fast as they can because being a lineman's not dangerous.
We are
enough.
26 minutes in, and the folks at ERA have turned off their air compressor.
There we go.
Oh my God, I can breathe again.
I actually
talk
feel
to
like
each other.
I can talk at a normal level.
And the rest of the people around us may actually hear the show now
Maybe.
from us talking.
They, anywho, yeah. Ideal puts on a national electrical competition, but it's marketed towards apprentices.
All right.
See who could be the best apprentice, and you can win some pretty high-dollar Ideal tools, and it's all like bending pipe and pulling wire, putting in outlets and switches, and wiring up low-voltage transformers. It's kind of neat. I watched a bunch of the videos.
But you're not an apprentice, so you can't do it.
All right,
you're going to
not
coach
do it.
Chase
You've already
Payton
gone
from
pro.
the corner.
Not yet. I have until December, and that's when I take my journeyman test.
Boy,
Yeah.
you need some more on your plate this winter.
Yep, and then I'm
Fatherhood and a big test.
well, the test comes before the fatherhood.
I can't wait to be the babysitter of this child.
That's never going to happen.
Mason, I will have you on my list for when my future children come along.
Yes.
I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hi,
but-
kids. Do you want candy?
Wow.
As Jeremiah yells across the free fair.
They didn't
rolls
even
up
take
in
the
his
candy.
van.
That's how aggressive Jeremiah was.
They're taking the candy from their
They walked to the
RMC.
next booth. They were like, ugh, creepy.
I said,
My mama said never to take candy from strange men. And since you yelled that, you're a strange man.
and here's the air compressor back.
And we're back. Apparently, it needed a breath. But
back
now
to
it's
the no such thing as a free lunch.
yes. So do you know where we're going, Mason?
I have a feeling
Have
this
your
is-
Spidey skills, your internship, has this paid off? I'll let you segue us in as we complete the internship.
Segue us into what I think our group chat was filled of.
Yes. Don't incriminate anybody. Don't cost any lives.
I will not
Be careful.
put names out there,
You don't want to dox anybody.
but this is what happened. It all started with a Facebook group chat.
Oh
Well,
my
group.
goodness. Are
Group.
we doing this?
I
We
don't
are
think
doing
he's
this.
doing
I
this
don't
the right way.
Yeah,
How-
you're
how
you're
should
doing
I
the
do
wrong
it?
one.
You start us, and I'll take it off.
Okay, so the segue is not going to work.
No.
There was a thing in the
He failed.
a Facebook group. Some individual had been posting full chapter.
You're
and
doing
verse.
this.
Yes.
No, we said we weren't going to talk about this.
I'm doing this part.
Oh, my God.
I'm doing this part. I'm not going way down the road, but I'm going a little bit. Somebody was posting chapter and verse. News stories from our friends, the partners at the Courier-Times. I stood up for them, and I said, this is paid. This is behind a paywall. And there's no such thing as a free lunch. So I thought this is the day we're going to explain, as we're at the free fair, what that means, why it mattered. Because I became the heel and the most hated person in the community. And Dakota, you can sit this out if you want to. That's fine.
I mean, does it really matter since since Travis said that it was okay that they did it?
So this is the part that was disappointing to me.
Apparently Travis believes there's such thing as free lunch.
My friend Travis is an artist and not a businessman in this discussion. Because his corporation, his company, put some stuff behind the paywall.
That microphone's turned
The mic is off. We've got patrons coming by having fun.
Can we see your federal ID card?
He said no.
What's your name?
Oh no, he's put it down.
You got it turned off completely. I can't get his mic lit up. Dakota has broken it.
It's not
All
working.
right. Well, that's not going to happen.
Oh, it's because we've already started recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Can't
that's
modify
an interesting development.
Yes, it is.
You can't add and remove tracks as you're going.
We are learning. Bye. Nice to meet you. We're learning new things about our equipment every day.
All right, so here's the deal. Somebody was literally plagiarizing and stealing from the local paper. So I called them out in the Facebook group that they were doing this in, and I said, "Hey, is the paper okay with this? Is this cool? Is this allowed?" Because I was, I'm a payer. I pay money for it. I support local media. I support Patreons of shows I like. I care about it, and I want the content to exist and to continue. And I got turned into the biggest ass that we've ever seen on the world because I would expect people to pay for something on the internet. There were folks that thought that everything on the internet was free, Dakota. And I simply stepped up and said, "Hey, is this okay? Are they fine with this? Because you have to pay $10 a month to get this content. Yeah. Or you can go buy it off the a newspaper off the newsstand for 75 cents an issue."
It's very true. But
so I said, "Hey, y'all probably should stop that." There were folks that started tagging our friends at the Courier, and Travis said, "I'd prefer that y'all pay for this, but whatever. You know, he's not going to stop you. He's not going to stand in the way."
He said it was really no different than having a newspaper out at a barbershop and people reading it at the barbershop.
I would like to know what barbershop has 4,000 heads go through in a day.
I don't know. Clay and Angela keep pretty busy.
They stay pretty busy. I don't know if they do 4,000 or not, but I don't know. I'm protective of local media because I want them to exist. 2 years ago, we had 3 local papers, three writers that would show up to stuff. Now we're down to 2. Yep. The Knightstown paper is no longer. I subscribed to them, but they ended printing. They no longer exist. The Knightstown banner is gone. We're down. There's 3 media sources now in the county. There's us, which is a part-time guys that dedicate their own time and pay the bills with the folks at Patreon. There's the Courier-Times, which is a 5-day-a-week paper. And there's the once-a-week Middletown paper that does a great job in the Middletown News with Eldon Pitts. I value that. I want it to exist. I want it to continue. And I want people to realize that if you just go get the news for free, if you don't contribute and you don't actually pay for it, it won't exist. Yeah. There is no such thing as a free lunch.
Well,
I'm not trying to be cute about it, but that's the deal. That's the reality of it.
We know that the internet as a whole and social media as a whole has led to the decline of local media sources as everybody gets their news in an instant from social media. And it's incredibly difficult for a low-budget newspaper to keep up with that, to keep up with the Facebook, the Newcastle Scanners and all these other groups that are able to put out the information much more quickly. So then you add to the mix another Facebook group that is literally just taking the information from behind the paywall and putting it out there. Definitely doesn't help the business at all.
So, and as every internet argument does, it got ugly and it got very personal.
It got real ugly.
The reality of it is that I just want folks to realize that if you value that, if you value local music, if you value local art, if you value local media, you need to support it, and you shouldn't steal from them. Especially at the local level. This isn't Napster where you're getting yourself a Nirvana song.
All right. Like Mark Orr, our friend Mark Orr that we've talked about in the past on different issues that he's known about. He mentioned that the way that we do it on our Facebook page whenever we are posting stuff from news sources around the state is we put a couple of sentences of commentary and then we add a link to the article.
You link to the content, and then they get the links and they get the traffic, and people are interested and inspired to go buy the article. They pay for it.
Yeah,
you give them just a little bit of a taste, and that's the way a news cycle works. We report something on this program, and they might report about it on another podcast, or people talk about it on a Facebook group, and then that triggers it to be in the newspaper. Or the newspaper will run a story, and we'll pick it up here, and we advance the story, and we dissect it, and we have that conversation. But we don't sit here and read the entire newspaper to you. It's just not fair, because they have the time and money invested in gathering that information, and it's behind a paywall. If everything was free and out there, and it was just there was no paywall anymore, then fine, do it. But at least link to their website and say, hey, you can read the whole thing there. It's not because I'm trying to be difficult or mad or don't have time or just I'm mad at the group. I want it to exist. I want in 2022 for there to be a local paper. Right. And there are communities that just don't have them anymore. So is that your feelings, Mason?
Yeah.
Mason stopped paying attention.
Mason, what's going on over in your side of the
quarter of the way in?
What's on your side of the table? What's going on over here?
I've been listening to multiple conversations walking by me.
What do you heard?
I've heard that the Blue River basketball team might be good this year.
Okay. And we're in the heart of Blue River Valley.
We are.
How's their football team going to be this fall?
Oh, undefeated since 1969.
Why?
They don't got one.
They don't have a football team. It's the saddest.
What else?
That's
what else
actually probably pretty good because now all those young men's brains aren't getting damaged before it's fully developed.
I wish we could elaborate on what actually happened. Well, it all did happen, but why I'm the world's hated man. Henry County's most hated man. But we won't do that.
Yep, you surpassed Chase Payton.
I don't know why Chase was ever hated.
Chase had a T-shirt. Do you remember Chase's T-shirt?
Nope.
Do you really watch the show or pay attention to it when you're not on it?
Chase,
and even when you're on it, do you really pay attention?
I do, but, I was in college during it, so.
Chase had a T-shirt made that said, wind farms are cool, and on the back of it said, boomers suck.
Okay.
That's why he became Henry County's most hated man, and then you doxed a poor woman, so now you're Henry County's
what did I
most
do,
hated
Dakota?
man. You doxed the lady.
What's doxed mean?
You took public information, you screenshotted it, and you put it in a Facebook
What
group.
was the public information?
It was
address
a
and photograph of home.
And an address.
And an address?
Yeah.
Well, she did say...
And the property value.
And the property value. I could have put deductions on taxes, but I didn't.
Which then turned into you getting your juvenile speeding ticket listed.
Oh, then I got a speeding ticket from when I was 17 years old posted in the comments section. But the reason I posted this into the group is because she made the stupid comment of once it's on the internet, it's public, which isn't true. And so I said, all right, I didn't pay for this information on beacon.com or org.
Well, you did. You're a taxpayer.
And I slapped it in there,
your
and
family rents a
all
home
hell
in
broke.
Spiceland Township
All hell broke loose.
that pays property taxes. You're taxpayers.
That point probably could have been made in a private message instead of putting her address
Sarah
on
Morrell
display
dared me.
So
for 4,000 people.
We are teaching Tiger Cub Mason how these things work.
Listen, I am a troll when it comes to the internet.
Apparently. We had no idea what we were getting into whenever we hired you.
And today, I was trolling again.
What'd you do today?
In our group chat on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But, I just don't stop. There's no reason to stop.
You can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
All right. Mason?
Are we making our way to these habanero pickles or what?
I'm super excited to eat these. I'm just
All
going to
right,
go ahead and eat one.
All right, well,
I'm
let's
just gonna
go
eat
there.
one.
The problem is the show may end in 2 minutes. This may be the end. If the hiccups come and the pickles are gone, this is the end of at least the segment.
I'm just eating it.
Dakota's eating one.
Are they good?
It's habanero with ghost pepper. All right. Dakota's not talking yet.
They're good. They're delicious.
right,
It's
here it
dripping
comes.
all over. Is it really hot, or has it got a good flavor to it?
It's got great flavor.
It's got flavor. Mason's going to think it's hot.
Mason's going to freak out. Oh, look at his eyes. They're already watering.
That's hotter
It was
than
like
hell.
an immediate reaction.
Get the camera ready.
My eyes are already watering, but these are delicious.
We
I need another one.
He's
we were
going
at
for
Buffalo
another.
Wild Wings, and Mason got honey barbecue, and he told me that those were pretty spicy for him. World's whitest man. I want some more of those too. Those are delicious.
When did you go to B-Dubs without me?
What?
When did you go to B-Dubs? The time we all went together?
That's the last time I've been.
Yeah. So make sure you didn't step out on me, Mason. All right, I'm having my third one, then I have to stop because I have to host the show.
No, those are good. I'm going to keep eating them.
It's almost warm enough that I'm going to get the hiccups. It's close.
I don't think I'll get the hiccups.
If we can get to the bottom of this jar of pickles, there's a ghost pepper at the bottom.
I'll eat
Is
it.
it really?
I think it's a ghost pepper. There's a red one. There's a red something.
These pickles are delicious.
They're like bread and butter.
It's just a chili.
Yeah, it's just a Serrano chili.
Just a chili pepper. So,
I should have brought my very bright red Tabasco pepper for you to try, Mason.
these are from the Indiana State Fair.
At the
Sarah
Indiana State Fair.
Sarah and I went out on Sunday. Mason, have you been yet?
I have not. I still have. Hold on, my throat's starting to close up a little bit. Okay. I have not. I have not gone.
Following our appearance on the at the Henry County 4-H Fair, we all wound up winning packs of 4 tickets from Purdue Extension for supporting their canned food drive. So we all have had these state fair tickets to do. Sarah and I went one day, and I think we're probably going to go out again. If the timing works out, we're going to go out again in a couple days.
I'll go with you if that invite's extended.
Probably the last Saturday of the fair.
I about didn't even have you enter my name into that drawing.
Just
because Audrey's grandmother is the librarian of the Spiceland Library. They had some extra state fair tickets left over, so she was like, "Here, if you guys need
I thought
these,
she
you can have 'em."
retired.
And we thought, so we were like, "Oh, okay, cool." And we went a couple Saturdays ago, and as we're walking into the fair, we take out our tickets.
They're Monday to Friday tickets now.
Monday through Friday only. And I didn't bring my free ones from
So you
Henry
had to
County.
pay.
I had to pay
Oh, my God.
$12
Per person.
per person. So
2 years ago that happened
we
to
have
me.
to go again now.
I left my tickets at home. Well, so I've been trying to say that last Saturday we should all go and we should watch the
I can't get a pickle out.
the Guess Who. You having pickle problems?
I'm
We
proud
should
of
go
you,
watch
Mason.
the Guess Who on the last day. You've grown up right before our eyes.
These are good.
They are delicious. I would love to have those on a cheeseburger.
I was about to say, I'd smack those bad boy.
Did you
melt some pepper jack on
from
them?
the horticulture building?
I got that. Yes, they were in the Indiana store in the Ag Hort building. That's exactly where they came from. Dakota's disappearing now. I have no idea what he's doing. Oh, he's trying to get. So what's happened is Dakota's run out of water in the water bottle that we had.
It's because it's full of ice.
Is
there's
that
like
Zach
2 drinks.
Bertram's? Whose is that? I
That's
need it.
We're sharing that one, Mason. All right. Well, you're just going to double it down. You're going to make such a mess on the table. They're both pouring water from one cup to the other. Fascinating radio.
There you go.
Well done. These came out of my beer fridge, and if anything goes in that bottom drawer of the beer fridge, it freezes.
Yeah, my beer fridge is the same way.
So we get
Yeah,
frozen
mine
bottles
too.
of water, which are fine if you're coming out to the fair because it's going to end up being water for the entire
beer
time.
fridge-
You pace yourself.
It freezes everything.
You got a garage fridge?
Yeah, root beer.
Root beer. They're taking pity. Our neighbors are taking pity on us. And Mason,
Thank you.
he's a child. Look at all the candy wrappers he has. Thank you. Would you like to try one? These are habanero pickles.
Quick
We bought
question:
them
do
at
you have
the
a
Indiana
federal
State Fair.
ID? See, she does.
A federal ID.
See, she
You gotta
does.
fish them out of there with something.
Yeah. You want a habanero pickle? Nope. You probably don't want them. We've been sticking our fingers in there.
My mouth is.
Somebody should have brought a fork, but we didn't think that far ahead. If you got a clean fork,
I have a golf
we'll let you
tee.
use one to fish one of those out. All right, go. They're for you. Go ahead. Pull one out and try it.
They're going to try these habanero pickles.
These are habanero pickles that we bought last week at the Indiana State Fair.
2 weeks ago, we ate a $115 pie. So
they're sweet and hot.
they'll come back.
Yeah,
They're good, aren't they?
They're good.
She likes them, I can tell.
See, we need to go get us a burger from Poor Jack's.
and then
I need more water.
everybody gets a third. Mason's struggling. Well, very good. Well, thank you. We'll keep that for fishing the next group out. Thank you very much.
Lisa Catron has just sat down next to me.
So, Lisa, you can do
Lisa
it. We can
Kudrow
talk-
is here.
We can talk to Lisa, but you have to use the. We learn now that one mic won't work if if we start the broadcast. So, Dakota, talk with Lisa for a minute.
We
gonna work with
can
Dakota.
stop and start the recording.
Oh my God! If you do that, it's more editing for me. It's an editing nightmare, and this may never get online.
Okay. Hey, Lisa. You've been out here at the fair every day this week.
No, not every. I got to skip a couple days. Those pickles, are they really hot?
Hold out your hand, Lisa.
Oh, my hands are so disgusting from touching all the fair
Welcome to the
rides.
fair. Lisa's now having a pickle. It's great for an interview.
Those are hot.
She's shaking her head yes, but they are hot. You know what they remind me of? They kind of remind me of that.
Mason just shook
the
me off. I tried to
sriracha
give him one,
sauce.
and he shook me off.
I've had enough.
The red bottle that's got the rooster on it. Because they are hot. However, they got like that good sweet and garlicky taste.
Yeah. No, they're excellent. This is not a commercial, but the folks at Grateful Gourmet with their jalapeno peppers, fire speed, well worth it. There's 5 peppers on the
habanero
front.
pickles. You've said that they're
Pepper. I did say pepper, didn't I?
it's habanero pickles. It says fire made with ghost peppers.
And there are 5 peppers on the front, and 3 are filled in. So I think these are the 60%. Maybe these are the medium.
We should have got the hot.
This is all that they had.
Can I have another one?
Of course.
Really good.
Here we go.
My mouth.
Lisa's going to get one more of these. He's coming. We got folks coming by with forks now.
Get your pickles.
Well, it's not super sweet.
I'm not a fan of sweet pickles either, but I like those.
Now we should slice that white cucumber up and smack her in there.
Yeah, you got a present.
That's
down
yours.
there, Lisa.
It's right there.
I thought it was a potato.
I thought it was a squash.
What's this pepper called? This cucumber called?
It is a white wonder.
A white wonder cucumber, and it looked like a peeled potato. We're coming back with a knife. We're eating
He's got a
cucumbers
knife.
now at the fair. Dakota's gonna lay into it. He just castrated some hogs with it earlier. It's not. It'll be fine. He's just gonna. If you wait 2 seconds, there will be a sanitary knife. She's running away.
She's gonna run in under a flame for.
Now I was warned at the end of these. The end may not be the best part. The center of it is what you want to eat.
Well, I'll just go ahead and eat the
Welcome
end. I don't
to
want to
the
cut all the way
Morrell
into
Fair.
Lisa's.
We've eaten food that we didn't even buy from the fair.
You come on out to the fair and you never know what's
the
going
ends
to
are
happen.
strong.
It looks like
What's it taste like?
Is it spicy?
The end's strong.
No spice?
Oh, you're peeling it?
It's a.
Oh, is this
it's a bitter.
the
It's the
community?
bitter end of a cucumber. Yeah.
Huh.
I ain't bad.
Heat No Rain gives it that bitter. I didn't want to eat it taste. Lisa's
Just
now
get it
at
down the
end.
hatch, Chase.
What
Lisa
is
Catron is peeling it like a potato.
I got rid of the spice in my mouth.
I want to tell you.
Yeah, it's like a cracker.
It just boom gone.
The White Wonder cucumber. It literally looked like a potato.
Folks that are
It
listening
looks
at
like a
home,
peeled potato.
I want to tell you all that the peel, you definitely need to peel it. It's very hard.
My mouth is still flaming.
And we do want to thank everybody for
Chris
listening to
Guffey
the.
that I'm eating his cucumber.
I didn't know it was for Chris Guffey. Well, Guffey should have shown up.
Guffey's already been called out once by
He
a.
would have gotten his cucumber. Listen, folks, we know this isn't the typical show
Oh my
you
goodness,
get.
it's very different.
It's a little bit of a
That's
train
a
wreck.
big chunk.
This is live
But
from
that's
Henry
okay.
County. This is your taste of Henry
Oh my
County.
God.
You can
I'll
keep
just-
that one, Dakota.
Goodness.
I don't want that one.
I have a microphone in
I
one
fished
hand.
one out of
Then
Dakota's
Here, you
crotch.
take the big one.
No, I want that one that
I gotta
didn't touch your
host
crotch.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That is
right.
good.
Working on a pickle.
That needs a little bit of salt.
This is an under. This
Oh,
is an
he's got
undercooked
salt.
pickle.
Oh, look, she's got salt.
Salt pepper.
They came.
Salt packets.
They're ready to rumble.
Y'all have
It
any
is,
hot sauce and?
It is definitely better than a green pickle or a green
Do you
cucumber.
have batter and we can deep fry it and have fried pickles? Maybe some ranch dressing.
Lisa dropped her cucumber on the ground, and now she's rinsing it off with the bottled water.
5 seconds on the
I
ground.
wouldn't have even watched it off.
It's better when you speak into a microphone, Lisa. Dakota is trying to salt. We've been given little salt single serve.
Give me that. Yeah,
Like from
you
the
pour that on there.
McDonald's. Oh my God! There's so much salt on 2 spots of this thing; it's going to be out of control.
Yeah,
It's,
not really.
It's white with the green seeds in the center.
It's incredibly bitter.
That's good. I can eat cucumbers for the rest of my life and be fine. Those things are
but-
delicious. But
I always dreamed of coming to the fair and getting to eat things for free.
This would be better.
what's next?
There's no such thing as
This
free
is
lunch.
the pinnacle.
Somebody
Nathan.
get me an elephant ear.
Nobody's listening to you.
They usually don't.
Now we are right across the way from the Democrat booth.
I bet they'll listen if I yelled bomb.
Mason, last time I was here on, I think it was Monday night. It may have been Thursday.
I have her
night.
on
I think
Snapchat.
it was on Monday night.
I'm not convinced.
Our friend
not
Aaron
the snap
Dickin
right.
took the pictures over there and he rearranged them.
To put him on top.
No, he rearranged them by the amount of hair follicles. So it was Aaron Dickin on the left, and then Councilman Peckinpah, and then he went right down the line. So as we look across the way, there are photographs of all of the elected city officials in the city of Newcastle. And now Mason's getting accosted by the
Caden Smeckens,
by these boys.
do you have a federal ID?
No, Bob. I'm actually an alien. Legal.
That was not the answer I was looking for.
What's going on?
He's got an ID.
You're 18. We don't need to know how old you are. We're not. Do you want to register to vote or something? Is that what you got? What did you think you come to this? What did you think you came to this table for? What did you think you'd come to this table for? Libertarian.
Well, that's not the
Well, this
point
is-
right now. We
today
forgot
we're
our
the Boss Hog
banner,
Liberty
but
podcast. But Mason took this quiz here, and he thinks that everybody has to have a national ID. Like,
I think we should all have a federal ID.
you have a card that comes from Washington that says
See?
you can be here. Any age. Babies going down the street have to have their
Anyone.
their driver's license.
You need to have it on you. What if you get stopped by the gov? And they're like, who are you?
Mason's still an intern, so he's learning. They have to put the microphone in front of your face.
No, it's all right.
What was your name?
Caden. My name's
Caden.
Caden.
Caden. What's your last name, Caden?
Smeckens.
Smeckens.
Yeah,
All right.
Might have heard of me.
This is a Little League World
Wait,
Series
wait.
phenom.
Chandra Smeckens? Yeah. Yeah, I knew. I used to announce your sister's horse shows.
Okay. No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
You know, you don't do it anymore then?
Not so much, but
Dang,
some.
Well, my little sister, Rylan Blessinger.
Rylan Blessinger, yeah.
she's
Barrel
big
racing.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my little sister.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Small world. Well,
Can we
enjoy
have more of
the
that
fair.
cucumber?
All right.
Are we not? Are we done with the cucumber?
He was one of the Little League World Series kids.
That's what I said.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yes. The best video from the Newcastle Little League World Series when they went was the one of Bryce Pinkard on microphone and camera saying, "This umpire sucks," and Brett Mann going, "Hey man, you can't say that."
It's I've made that same mistake on microphone before when I was announcing a horse show. Felt about that big, Mason. I was complaining about the food service.
What about last 2 weeks ago when I said into the microphone something when I thought we were off the air?
What'd you say?
What did I say?
Exactly.
Exactly. I so could take another shit right now.
Mason struggled. Was that after we ate?
That was after B-dubs.
That was the B-dubs.
It was bad.
And you disappeared for minutes at a time as we were trying to do the program.
Not through the normal podcast, but during
for the Patreon.
During the Patreon, you guys got to see me.
That is the claim, is it says they're made with ghost peppers, parts of ghost peppers. Yeah. That was the allure.
If we finish the pickles, I will drink the juice.
So we ate real whole ghost peppers.
Yes, I will.
That's the challenge accepted look right there.
All of it.
I will drink that dry. I will drink that dry.
It's all going in the belly.
I didn't say I will chew it, but it's all going down the hatch.
I didn't realize that was part of the deal. I'm going to keep eating them.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, we're almost done.
Who's eating the pepper?
So we've gotten this thing on the show where we eat some hot stuff. We ate whole live ghost peppers. Our friend has walked away, and
I don't think he cares.
Us into dust.
Yep.
He just wanted to make sure we knew. All right.
Somebody eat that pepper.
You're not going to drink it down?
I'll swallow it. I won't chew it.
Cut this. There's a red chili.
No, leave it in there. I'll swallow it down.
Dakota and I were going to cut it, and we'll split it into thirds here.
Oh, I won't chew it.
Yeah, let's split it into thirds.
We're going to take the green chili, or the red chili pepper, and we're going to cut it in thirds. See how it goes.
Now,
It's a relatively slow news day. Because Dakota has, for the 47th time in a row, forgotten to prepare show notes. So I had to do it myself, and I literally wrote my show notes on the back of my parking pass.
Oh, this is dry.
I was home for 2 minutes. Here we go. Popping them in. It's just a casing. Oh, there's a little hot there.
Pop the molly. I'm sweating.
Woo! There's a little bit. Yep, it'll catch you in about 20 seconds. Is it in? How's it doing, Mason?
It's gone.
Oh, you didn't bite into it?
Yeah, I did. I went, and swallowed it real quick.
He bit into it one time and swallowed it.
I went,
said goodbye.
And swallowed.
Oh, man.
But I think we should out him on the street.
You going to get an interview?
I'll get
How much cord have you got?
I've got.
Now, you're going to get some instructions here, Mason.
He's got quite a bit.
You need to talk to. First of all, the mic's got to go in front of them.
All right.
You got to introduce yourself. You got to find out what their name is.
All right.
Where they're from.
All right.
And then
so they're ASL.
And then what are we asking them about? Ask them what they're.
Do we need to figure out?
The fair? What
are we going to decide what we're going to ask them about?
Yeah. Let's
hurry up and team up real quick and figure out what we're going to ask when we ask.
All right. What do you think? You want to ask him about the ID thing?
Oh, now he just. What is that? Oh, I thought that was the juice.
He's drinking peach tea.
Blame it on my juice, as Lizzo once said. Let's see. I will get an interview real quick.
We've come up with this plan, Mason.
We got to figure out.
Why don't you ask the next person that comes by just if they'll take some free candy? If you can get them to take some free candy and eat it with you. You each have an identical piece and you each eat it. This fellow that's coming down the line right now with his cotton candy.
Absolutely
See
not.
if he'll share his cotton candy with you. Can you do that? Get somebody to share their food with you. That's the new plan.
I don't think my cord will reach that far.
Yeah, it will.
Nope.
You got
Next one. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
When I see a elephant ear or a funnel cake come through, I will ask.
It's got to be somebody you don't really know, but we need to have somebody that will share their food with you.
I will find somebody.
You like this plan, Dakota?
I like it.
All right. We're watching. We're looking for the mark.
We're trying to find some good food. I'm hoping somebody comes through with a Philly cheese or a.
I haven't seen a lot of food come through. The fellow that's standing out there with that cotton candy.
I don't like cotton candy.
Mason, here's the thing, buddy.
We've been sharing our food. Why isn't everybody sharing with us?
Getting rejected is the best thing that can happen. Do you understand the content works better if it goes badly? Has your internship taught you that?
I have not been taught anything. I've not taken any classes. I just show up.
Well, I see some friends coming down the line here.
I think that we failed Mason as teachers.
That's
I may
Patricia
have to step away
Jurgen.
for just a second or two. Yeah, it's Patty and David Jurgen are coming down the line.
What?
I may have to stop away and talk to those folks as they come through. We'll see. We'll see how.
What
it
about
goes.
the people walking behind them, or walking up real quick?
All right, if they got.
What
food?
should I ask? They
Do you
don't have food.
Find out what their favorite food is at the fair.
All right. Well, I'll wait for them to come on.
All right. Find your mark, Mason.
Can I have your ASL and then your favorite food?
What's an ASL?
Your age, sex, location. You ever been on Omegle?
No.
That's the first thing everyone will ask
All right,
you.
here we go. This fellow here.
All right.
This is an easy one for you.
Hey, I got quick questions for you. Hey, what's your name?
Logan.
Logan what?
Klein.
And where are you from?
Newcastle.
Are you still in high school?
No.
You have future plans?
Yes.
What you doing?
Going to college.
All right. What's your favorite food here at the fair?
Oh, shoot. All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Why not a specific thing?
It's all good.
You can't tell me you like fried green tomatoes.
I hate that, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that ended that one. He does not like fried green tomatoes, as he said. He liked them all.
Doesn't like fried green tomatoes. Hey, David, Patty. The Jurgen family enjoying the fair? Yes, good. Very good.
I see them.
How did
quite
that interview
often.
go?
He was odd.
The
But
fellow that
ouch.
you stopped?
Yes.
What happened?
He was very short.
Did you tell
quiet.
him? Did you tell him to come by the listen to the show later?
I did not.
Did you tell him what this was?
I did not.
Okay. Because I couldn't hear. I was just watching it happen.
I didn't. We're gonna find some food, and
Here we go.
Here
All
we
right.
go.
Here we go,
Here we-
Mason.
oh, she's walking away.
You gotta work at it.
Hi, what's your name?
Sandra
Picture.
Cassandra what?
Cross
Where are you from?
here, Newcastle.
Newcastle, that's not here.
No, Newcastle.
So I'm trying to keep some court around here.
Mason
but
has
we're going to
the
let her
court
come
completely
through.
across the studio.
Come on through. That's your
They're gonna
son?
drive over.
All right. Well,
They're gonna drive over our board. It's a trip
I've got a
hazard.
question for you. What's your favorite food here at the fair?
I guess Italian sausage.
Italian sausage.
Mason,
Don't even
come
look like
back
you've
quickly.
got one. Where? Are you going to let me have a bite? Oh, sweet.
We're gonna cause a disaster. Mason has just taken a bite.
That
of
is
this lady's
delicious. It's got a good kick to it. You want some spicy food? Try those habanero pickles right there.
I don't like pickles.
What?
I don't like pickles.
Cassandra does not like pickles.
food. He's starting to look like Jim Cantori in the rainstorm, and he's at the furthest possible reach on the other side of
That's
the
a good
aisle,
sausage.
blocking traffic for everybody.
Well, listen, you got to get on Facebook after here in a little bit, maybe tomorrow, and see the link to our podcast, okay?
Okay.
All right. Say your name again.
Cassandra Cross.
Thank you, Cassandra Cross.
Thank you, Cassandra. What did you eat?
I had an Italian sausage.
An Italian sausage. You ripped it out of her thing and tore it in half and ate half.
No, I just ate it.
You ate from
it
the
was
middle.
already eaten off of.
She took a bite. He took a bite of the end that she'd already taken a
Hey,
bite
listen,
off of.
we're all family around here.
That's right. We all know
ELE.
from somewhere around.
If I come down with something, oh well.
That was impressive. Oh, Dakota, we are down to the end of the pickle jar.
My mouth is on fire.
There are 2 pickles. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. That's Serrano chili.
That sausage was really good. We got one more pickle left. I'll eat it. Give me it. All
There's
right.
2.
You get you a fork?
Yeah, I'll need a fork. Get down in that.
That Serrano chili is like burnt the roof of my mouth. The rest of my mouth and my throat feels fine, but it legitimately feels
just
like
got
I
one
ate
little part.
too hot of food.
All right.
Are you ready? You get another mark? So what are we asking the next one?
Oh,
what
I
other
thought
candy? What other candy or food are you going to get from somebody?
Well,
Now I will tell you, you terrified me. There was a fellow with a cane that came through, and you had your cord ripped so taut that I was literally worried.
well,
Linda Chu at the REMC booth next to us yelled at the man about a trip hazard, and then she was shaking her head.
so she warned him.
It was we don't have to we don't have to cause the trip hazard. You can stay closer to us. You don't have to block
she
the
kind of
entire
walked away.
aisleway.
She knew she was going to get interviewed. Cassandra Cross, you are a woman. Let me tell you. That was a delicious Italian sausage.
Italian.
Since Mason has started his man on the street interviews, nobody else has walked by with food. It's like they must have sent out a text alert on the hey, come here.
Oh God.
Come here. Are you Brazilian?
No, I'm not.
Why do you have their flag on your shirt?
I also got USA.
What's the difference?
But you
I honestly don't know. This shirt was given to me because my parents have no money.
What's your name?
Chandler Markham.
Chandler Markham. Are you from the big Markham clan? All of the Markhams in town? No.
Like Lee? Is that what clan you're
Well, or Gary? No, none of them. None of them at all. All right, Chandler. What are you doing out at the fair tonight?
I'm just looking. I'm chasing tail, looking for women.
How's that?
That's it. That's
you're pretty much scraping the bottom of the barrel looking at the Moreland Free Fair.
It's free here. That's why we come, right? It's free.
I ain't got to use no money to go get nothing.
It's cheaper than premium Tinder.
He's got awesome sunglasses on. You want to trade Ray-Bans?
This guy here must have forgot his shorts. He's wearing his girlfriend's shorts over there.
Well, we'll just see what we look like. Do I look better in these or the other ones?
I was going to get some Club Masters. I decided not to spend the money.
Dakota's kind of looking like you're looking more like a musician.
Food coming this way. I got a bite of somebody's hot dog just a minute.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have another baby.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I chew on that. I wouldn't pay.
Maybe another wife.
All right.
I might be Mormon. We don't know.
All right. So Chandler Markham, are you out here to buy any food tonight?
I don't know, honestly.
Not really here for the fair food.
No, not really.
Because Mason's looking for people to buy him fair food. And then eat it. That's what he's been doing. He's been doing man on the street stuff, and folks walk by, and he's been eating their food.
I'm still waiting to Purdue to put it in my account.
I don't know.
So go find the nastiest thing you can and bring it back.
I really hate Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, fish and then put it on.
Yeah, that would be.
That might not happen.
We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Dakota, are you done sampling and stealing sunglasses?
Dakota
from
changed into
passersby?
John Lennon with the switch
That's
of
what I'm
sunglasses.
saying. He looks like a musician.
See, he's.
You are not the first person to tell him tonight that he needs to get paid for taking pictures.
I like these sunglasses.
You have to give them back now.
Do I?
You just look for us on Facebook or on iTunes. You got the iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio.
I know you can go like this and just.
Or a podcast. The Boss Hog of Liberty podcast.
We're giving free rides in the back of the Elantra.
Yeah, this is
1,500 people just heard that. You're just
Chandler,
unless you really want to trade.
You really made some promises that you need to. You got to come back and report. Let us know when you got one on each shoulder.
Bring me one too.
Yeah, Mason's.
If you bring a lady, bring one for me. Both.
Yeah, you got to pick one, Mason. Would you rather have a young lady or do you want a sandwich?
A sandwich.
Yeah.
He's got his priorities straight.
Those things are a waste of money.
Okay, who were those fools?
I know Chandler. I don't know the other one.
What's Chandler's deal?
I played baseball with him. He's just an average, not average. He's just a Newcastle kid.
He seemed above average.
Remember, he's going to look this up and find out
I'm not
later.
saying anything bad about him. I like Chandler. We played a 16, 18-year-old baseball together. And I'll tell you what.
Has Chandler made anything of himself in life now?
I think he's going to Franklin to play football.
He's going to play football. He's not very tall to play football.
I don't know what position he plays.
Defensive back?
I think he's playing football there, though.
Is he going to be a running back or something?
I don't know what he's going to be. I just know he's playing football.
Huh.
All right.
Should I ask this?
Is he going to be is he going to be a kicker?
I don't know what he is.
Yeah,
I don't.
like maybe a safety.
I don't know what
Mason, a tenderloin just walked by.
Yeah, but she didn't look friendly.
She didn't look like somebody you wanted to have the first bite from.
No, she came back.
We can get Jeff Hancock on the show.
Oh.
We can get a picture of Jeff Hancock sitting behind a Lisa Crosby Catron sign.
Boy, somebody got pregnant back at the fair.
That's Moreland Free Fair.
That is Moreland Free Fair in a picture right there. She went back. She went back to the jungle to the carnies for an hour and came back.
Something happened that wasn't there before. Whenever she
came
walked
back
through the
with
first time.
One of these things are not like the other.
She came back gestating.
I hear excessive engines.
I think there's a tractor pull.
There is
going
a
on
pool
across
tonight.
the way.
I believe it is the something pool.
See, whenever I was,
we have seen some great people out here at the Moreland Fair tonight.
Whenever I was a young boy,
yes,
this is
10 minutes ago.
This is where you brought your girlfriends to the.
I never once
the truck
brought
pools.
a girl. Well, then again, I don't ever date anything, so I can't
Has there
bring
been a
them.
serious girl yet, Mason? A semi-serious girl?
I talked to this girl on Bumble last night.
You couldn't get the courage to bring her out to the fair?
I don't think I wanted to.
Could you do the show without a golf tee in your mouth?
Yeah. You just had to ask politely.
How far away are the Bumble girls?
This last one was in Fishers.
They're usually in the woods, or sometimes people raise them.
Does she even know? Does she even know where Newcastle or Spiceland is on the map?
Well, she knows where Newcastle is. She sure as hell don't know where Spiceland is. Here is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Scott. What's his? See, he knows Blankenship. That's him.
You don't remember his last name, but you know who he is.
Yeah, we're live. Come on over, Scott.
This is the man.
This is Danny's brother.
My Twitter,
That's the way I get to
my
introduce
Twitter
this world.
profile picture has Scott in it as I'm passed out asleep.
Scott and I woke up way too early, about 17 Sundays ago, to go to the Indy 500.
You think I didn't wake up early?
Mason was there too.
I was there.
It's probably not. It's probably been less than 17.
Scott, are you out here enjoying the fair tonight?
Of course, yeah, always.
What's your favorite thing about the fair?
Not throwing up.
You almost threw up?
Scott said he almost threw up.
Did you get on the Gravitron or what? What was the... Come on, man. They only hear you use the microphone. He's an intern, and we apologize.
He made you go on a...
Yeah, the twister, yeah.
The twister.
So how was that?
20 years ago, it would have been great, but 20 years later, not so great.
So what Scott's telling us, he doesn't take his kids to the amusement parks.
So you're just
Roller
here for
coasters are fine.
Are you here for the food now, Scott, and that's it?
Yeah, well, I just smashed a Tenderloin, so I'm feeling better.
I've made my way eating off other people's walking through here tonight.
You look, Scott, it looks like you're pretty good at it because there's no mustard on your shirt, so I think you must be turning pro.
Clean up good, yeah.
All right, well, enjoy the fair. Thanks for stopping. It's time to pay your dues, Mason.
Pay my dues?
You got a cup of juice here.
I don't have a chaser.
You didn't mention a chaser when you said I'll drink it happily.
All right. I've got a half jar.
You should record this with your
Habanero Pickles. It says it's a 3 out of 5.
We
on the
already
fire
covered all of this.
scale.
Now you're just wasting time.
So I'm finishing the juice because somehow
I'm
ate all
going to
the
hold your
pickles.
microphone just in case this goes badly. Here goes Mason on the count of 3, 2, 1
and a half,
and now.
He's
drinking it. There will be video. Dakota's recording the video. Don't stop. Just turn it back. He's about halfway through it. There's mouthwash. There's backwash. He's trying. He's getting there. Oh, his face does not look good. Just a little bit. You got a little bit left in the bottom. There you go. That's my boy. You're my boy, Blue.
I could puke. I could puke.
Stupid human tricks with Mason. You gonna make it?
I'm good.
What was that like?
Hell, I don't like spicy foods.
Was it spicy? That part was spicy, or was
My
it
tongue's not burning. The roof of my mouth's not burning. But from about the back of my throat down, it's hot.
All the places you can't get to.
Yeah.
We promised stupid human tricks, and we delivered.
Jeremiah's got a sip of drink left.
Can't let your lips touch it.
It's not gay. I have my socks on, folks.
All right, you ready for the next series? Oh, look, there's more pity for Mason. Another water bottle has arrived.
Sir. A bottle of ice cold glacier mist.
Ice cold glacier mist spring water. I don't care.
from our friend across the way that is making carved signs and selling them here at the Moreland Fair. I believe he was here last year, so maybe he'll be here next year. Mason?
I need some milk.
He needs some.
He has dumped the... Mason is dead to me.
Yeah.
He's just dumped his water on
we
the
have
table.
napkins.
He's dumped his water on the table.
Folks, I can't tell you how happy I am this is his last one.
I said this is his last
Don't
one unless
even.
he decides he's
You don't
showing
have
up
to
next
lie.
week.
We've had lots of fun.
Mason, was it gross? Like disgusting? Or did it taste good?
It's actually the best pickle juice I've ever had.
How many times have you drank pickle juice?
A lot. I love pickle juice. But I can feel it coming up.
What do you think it's going to do to you tomorrow?
The porta potties are on the complete other side of the fairgrounds.
That is a fun fact about the Moreland Fair. There are no flush bathrooms. There are no flush toilets. There are...
The porta potty,
they are clean.
They're impeccably clean.
They're very clean, but there are no flush toilets here. All right.
Well,
you got one more. We're got almost to final thoughts here. You got one more segment of Man on the Street. Can you get
Man on the Street?
Can you get yourself straight? Can you get yourself pulled together?
I can. Let's see what we can do here.
Do you think you can find yourself a date before the segment is over?
Well, then we're going to be sitting here a while for one to come through.
I'm just saying, maybe you should lower your standards so that we can wrap this thing up. Dakota's just scrolling Facebook. He forgot we're hosting a show.
We got tagged in a post by Zach Bertram, who is on the Patreon.
That was
portion of the
hours
show.
ago. That was a long time ago.
Yep.
Do you want to meet some of these folks, Mason?
No.
Come on. Let's meet these people.
My mouth. No.
You need to do things for a story sometimes, Mason.
What, Mason?
God.
You going to judge somebody that's got a mohawk, gauges, face tattoos, and nipple piercings?
And a tattoo that says "I date bad bitches." Why can't you reach across the line and talk to people? As always happens, we've lost part of Mason.
Yeah, we have.
I can't breathe.
Have you enjoyed? Seriously, let's get emotional for a minute here. I want the tears. Is this the best unpaid summer internship you could have had?
It was fun.
I mean,
it was fun while it lasted.
We didn't require a lot of your time.
I enjoyed it.
You might have spent a good 12 hours interning.
To think that this started from
coming
me
up on a year. The 1 year anniversary was like next week of Gold Rush, right? Is that what it's called?
It is. Yeah, as I say, to think it all started with me just saying, "Hey, I was at that comedy show," and then Jeremiah saying, "Let's get this idiot on the air," and there we were.
And here we are. And your
now,
life has changed forever.
I have my own chair for a few weeks. Had, anyways. And now we're...
He's still drinking. You've almost finished this water bottle.
My stomach is killing.
It always ends this way.
It always ends with
That's why I tried to
being
say
tortured.
Let's hold off on on all of these until the end. But
well, if we had done that, then he never would have.
We probably would have never gotten to the bottom of the bottle.
I'd be lying if I said those were nasty. Those were good pickles.
Let's talk to these folks.
They were delicious.
Hey. So I got a question for you. What's her name?
No.
She told me no.
She shook her head. Oh, poor
Mason,
Chris.
what happened?
Well, I got rejected just like every female ever.
I just called Mason Chris.
That is tried.
I'm sorry, Chris Guffey.
Wait, what?
I called you Chris, and I apologize to Chris.
You should apologize to me.
Wow.
I'm kidding, Chris Guffey. I love you. But, I mean, I got just straight up... I'm glad she just kept walking instead of telling me no.
It looked like a mom-daughter deal.
Listen, they've got a category for that.
Mason...
Cheese and rice.
Of the Moreland Fair. Of the Moreland Fair.
So you went up, you were going to talk to the young ladies.
And
they just
I asked her name, and she did not slow down. She kept walking, and no, it's not so much I ran out of cord.
All right.
She just would not stop. And that's
maybe
okay.
maybe next time try being more aggressive. You know, maybe running up to them unexpectedly with a microphone and going, "Hey, what's your name?" very loudly isn't aggressive enough.
I thought I was supposed to talk loud in these mics.
We're still you're still learning. Do you think maybe next summer?
What are the
you need to
chances
come
I
back
hit on
again?
this girl with her boyfriend right there?
Let's do it.
No, let's not.
Let's do it.
I'm kidding. That would be good content, though. Also, I'm like 20 and she's like 12.
There's
so.
a big age difference there.
She's definitely not old enough to drive.
I hadn't seen her when he made the comment, and then she emerged from behind the family that's across the way.
Yeah.
And I changed my mind.
I just saw a glimpse.
What's your age cutoff number, Mason?
23.
Half your age.
Oh, low-wise?
Yes, low.
18.
All right, 23 to 18.
I'll go 18 to 23.
Will 18 maintain for a while?
Isn't it like half your age plus 7?
Yeah, but
half my age is 10, so 17. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking the chance.
Half your age plus 7.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Half your age plus 7. So, because it'd be illegal.
18 to 23.
Hey, there's Cade's stepmom.
That's Cade's stepmom. Let's get her on the air. Come here.
Mason,
come here.
Don't be afraid to be aggressive with this one.
Come here. Oh, we're out of court again.
Anyway.
She left.
Oh, my gosh.
But it's all right.
Do you want to talk?
Hey, she's got a Purdue shirt on.
You want to
Hi,
talk?
what's your name?
Hi, I'm Olivia Lovett.
And what are you doing here at the fair?
Hanging out, you know.
Just hanging out with friends?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food here at the fair?
I had a burrito from the taco place down there, and it was pretty good.
What was on it?
Meat and cheese and lettuce, sour cream.
She was a 4-H'er at the pie auction. You remember how much you liked that pie we had last time?
That was a good pie. Did she make it?
I did not, but it was the chocolate chip pie.
She sold that pie to us.
You sold the pie?
The chocolate chip pie. She's the one we bought it from.
It was
Are
delicious.
you a 10-year member?
This is gonna be. I'm going into my ninth. No, yeah, going into my 9th year.
So you're a junior in high school. God, I'm good. So what do you show at the 4-H fair?
Goats and cattle.
Goats and cattle. Do you live on a farm?
I don't, but my grandparents have a farm, so we keep our animals out there.
That's fair enough. You plan on going to Purdue University?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not up to me.
Why is that not up to you?
Because it's not, I don't know, something I believe in.
I think your college decision is up to you.
Well, yeah, obviously, boil her up, but...
Make the right choice. Do your family a favor and go to Purdue. Boy, boiler up, hammer down, hell Purdue.
Thank you, Olivia. All right. I think we're at that point where the show is probably wrapping up, Dakota.
We're definitely at that point. We're an hour and 22 minutes in.
Next week, we're back in studio. We'll have a camera.
In the studio.
We'll have high definition. And I think there's a very real chance that we'll have Chase Payton.
Very real.
Very real chance.
Yep.
Next week, I'm going to have a shirt, and it's going to say, on the back, Chase Payton's boyfriend.
He's gonna.
So are you?
He's going to be a first-year apprentice.
I could
It's
be
gonna be
in
rough for a
attendance
little
next
bit.
week.
What day do you go back to campus, Mason?
I go back next Friday, the
You go Friday.
16th.
So we might have a proper goodbye. If you guarantee your attendance, there could be a cake involved, maybe a crock-pot dinner.
Those are far and few between anymore.
We'll see. We'll see.
Slice that bad boy up. Let's eat it.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. We don't want any more. I
Thank
just
you
chugged
guys.
this juice.
Thank you guys very much for listening. We had a lot of fun. It's these live shows are kind of a train wreck, and we if you made it this far, you're one of the true fans, and we really do appreciate it.
See you later.
Thank you for listening to the Boss Hog of Liberty, which is part of the We Are Libertarians network. I am Chris Spangle, and I am the founder of this network, and I invite you to listen to all of our shows, which you can find at wearelibertarians.com or by searching for these in your podcatcher. The flagship show is the We Are Libertarians podcast, where we apply libertarian principles to current events. The Brian Nichols Show is a conversation amongst Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Independents, as they talk about what is happening in the news. And we have many other podcasts like The Chris Spangle Show, Upward, The Cost, Raw Audio Politics, Miranda's World, and Tad Talk. which is quite a ride. So check all of these out. Go to wearelibertarians.com, and you can check out all of our great podcasts. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Get our other shows at wearelibertarians.com.